Hey everyone, what's up? It's Robbie here with Star Wars HQ, and I hope you guys are doing good today. We've got a bunch of Battlefront 2 news to go over right now. So yes, there's going to be a new server patch and hotfix incoming, plus a bigger patch as well, plus some interesting comments from community manager Ben Walk about expanding his Star Wars team, and more comments about the return of classic maps versus new content. I really want your opinion about that one, guys, in the comments below, by the way. And also, yes, Battlefront 2 will be at EA Play June 9th through the 11th. This is when we should be getting a lot of brand new news and reveals about Season 2 of the Han Solo season, the new world, and then also, hopefully we hear about Clone Wars content and, Season 3 and maybe even Season 4. Remember, they did promise us a roadmap. So let's dive into the first tidbit of news here. This is some of the most interesting news out of all of it, at least in my opinion. So Bandit says, as global community lead for EA Star Wars, do you have a team working for you to help track and respond to the Star Wars community, or is it just you? How do you pitch new ideas to the development team at EA DICE? And Ben Walk says, it's just me right now. I'm hiring another 2 people to my team. Now, that's so interesting because EA Play is nearing, and it seems like something will be revealed, giving the thought that perhaps Battlefront 2 is getting a lot of content in the future. They said that content, since the progression system has been rolled out, will be coming more fast and furious than before. So that is at least the good news. Now we need, I think we need to just get through EA Play to get to a lot of these announcements and a lot of this new content. But it's curious to see that he's actually expanding his team. Hopefully we also hear about brand new Star Wars games at EA Play. Remember, we've got Respawn Entertainment. They are also working on an action Star Wars game as well. And then you got to remember about the open world Star Wars game from EA Vancouver. So a lot of stuff going on that we just don't know about. It's been very quiet in that regard. So also, let's move on to this post. So Ben Walk is wondering this potentially loaded question, but interested in hearing your thoughts. How do you feel about Battlefront 1 maps being brought over to Battlefront 2? And he goes on to say, absolute bucket load of responses to this. My general takeaway is that it's pretty split between those that would like it and those that would prefer new content, as I thought. Keep the feedback coming, always interested to hear, end quote. So what would you guys like to see? Of course, we do want new content, but developing and porting over the older maps to Battlefront 2, no matter what, will take time, less time than developing new content, but still, it's going to take time. Honestly, I just want new content. That's just my opinion. We have Battlefront 2 here. We bought it because we want new content. But, if you do want older maps, what would you like to see and how would you like them changed? That's something they do with Call of Duty a lot, is they add a lot of classic maps back into the rotation, but they have some sort of major change to that map, a huge, like reskin or something like that. There's a drastic change, so that's important to remember there. So perhaps they could update the map in some major way or something like that. I don't know, but I prefer all new content. That is my stance on that matter. All right, then. So what do we have up next? This is what Forge, of course, has been walkout on the forums. He says, hey, everyone, just wanted to let you know that we've decided upon the map rotation for next week. Thanks for all the feedback on the maps over the last few days. That helped shape our decision. So for Hero Showdown, the map rotation will be Jabba's Palace, Naboo, Death Star 2, Takodana, and Cloud City. Now, this will go live on Monday and will not require a client update as they are controlled through our backend systems. Now, he did post an update out on Twitter, and he said that Takodana will be replaced with Yavin 4. So what do you guys make of that one? But a really cool rotation there. I do like that Cloud City is in there. That's actually something I'm looking forward to. See, that's an old map. It would be cool maybe to see some old maps sprinkled throughout, the release of new DLC. So you get new DLC, then maybe one remastered map. But it would be cool to see more significant changes to the map. All right, then. So next up, we have Ben Walk, who says, Star Wars Battlefront 2 hotfix is being deployed tomorrow on May 29th. It's going to roll out at 8 UTC, UTC time. It'll go on PC, PS4, and then Xbox One in that order. It'll be 300 to 550 megabytes in size. No downtime to be expected. Patch notes to follow. So that's a smaller update that's going to be a hot fix. Binwalk did also confirm out on Twitter we will be getting a bigger patch. Now, that brings me to this guy right here. I think a lot of us absolutely hate the flash grenade in Battlefront 2. I don't blame you, especially when you are playing as the hero. You know, it is such a problem. So, Binwalk did say this out on Reddit. He responded to this right here. This guy says, it's Grand Moff Shills, who says, how has this still not been nerfed? And Forge says, seen some mentions of this in an upcoming update, not the hot fix this week, end quote. So, sounds like they will be nerfing the Flashbang Grenade. Finally, that desperately needs to be nerfed. I mean, it kind of, just to be blunt, completely destroys the experience as playing as a hero or villain. You could get flashbanged, you know, twice in a row, and it's over for you pretty much, especially in Galactic Assault if you are absolutely rushed by the enemy team. But yeah, guys, remember EA Play June 9th through the 11th. Have that circled on your calendars. It's going to be a very important date for Battlefront 2 and hopefully all Star Wars games in general, and we get something brand new. I'm really hoping that we actually see gameplay from Respawn Entertainment's action game, because there's a lot of potential there, and it seems like EA has high hopes with that one. They actually bought out Respawn Entertainment, and then they're also planning on, I believe, doubling the size of the studio and offering more funding to that team, because they've been so impressed with apparently what they have seen with the Star Wars game. And it looks like the future of Respawn Entertainment's games could be on the Frostbite engine, one of the best engines around for sure, especially after seeing that new Battlefield 5 trailer. Can you imagine the future of Star Wars games on the Frostbite engine? But guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned here for updates around EA Play again. Hopefully we hear about the Clone Wars content. I'm really crossing my fingers we actually hear something about that. I think we need to be blunt. It would be cool to also hear about this new world coming to the Han Solo Season 2 DLC here in June. Thanks, guys. I will see you later, and may the Force be with you always.